Yep. That's how long this next clip is, folks. Nah, I'm just kidding you. Whoa, 20 minutes? Nah, I wouldn't waste your time, but I am kind of involved here. Hi, everybody. Film Brown here, working down in the vaults of Kirkwood, working really hard at, well, entertaining myself right now, I think. Obviously, we're here for a purpose, right, other than just this Barrel of Monkeys game, okay? Which I do enjoy working with, but I think I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep on working while this. Got a movie for you today, obviously. It's a fun one. Aren't they all? This one happens to be one that I have a special attachment with. It's a 1959 Ray Kellogg film called Killer Shrews. The title of that alone is enough to, should make you sit up and be interested. It's a film about some scientists who do some experiments on shrews. And the shrews, boy, and I'm doing a bad job here. The shrews turn into wolf-sized creatures that have a hankering for human flesh. And they attack this group of islanders who are stranded on this island because of a hurricane. Now, Ray Kellogg is an interesting director for a few different reasons. He didn't direct a lot of films, actually. He was actually a special effects photographer. And he worked for 20th Century Fox and hey, I got one. Okay, 20th Century Fox and things like that. But what makes him interesting for our purposes is that he worked with a producer named Ken Curtis. Now, you might know Ken Curtis from a couple different places. One, if you remember the old Gunsmoke shows, okay, he was Festus. Now, he's in this movie. Matter of fact, he produced this film as well. He produced a couple other films. A film called My Dog Buddy, which is one of those dog films, and another film called The Giant Gila Monster, which we'll be seeing sometime down the line ourselves. Now, he appeared in the My Dog Buddy, but he didn't appear in The Giant Gila Monster. Let me get another one of these hooked up. But anyway, not getting anywhere with it. Let's keep talking. Ken Curtis and Ray Kellogg teamed up, and were sort of a director-producer team, and the Killer Shrews is a product of their teaming up. The actors in this film, beyond Ken Curtis, who plays sort of a small role in this film, two of interest. One, you know him, James Best. Now, you don't know James Best by name, perhaps, but if you ever watched The Dukes of Hazzard, remember that character, Roscoe P. Coltrane. That's James Best. He's the skipper of the boat that gets trapped on the island with those weird scientists. Matter of fact, that reference that I just made, the skipper on the boat that gets trapped on a weird island, in a way I like to see this as sort of a strange Gilligan's Island. Okay, I wonder which one is Little Buddy in this one. That might be a task for you to try to figure out. Who would be the little buddy in this film for the skipper who's trapped on this island with these killer shrews and these strange scientists who happen to have their daughter. Well, the key scientist has his daughter on the island as well. And that's played by a woman named Ingrid Gutt. And she was Miss Universe of 1957. I think it's interesting that a lot of these cheap horror films and science fiction films, particularly in the 50s and the early 60s, sort of tap into Miss Utah or Miss America or Miss Universe or Playboy Centerfold of October 1958, things like that. And sort of use these characters or actresses to sort of gain that exploitation level. No doubt, I've never seen a poster for the Killer Shrew, but they would have probably predominant somewhere on that poster an image of Ingrid Gutt sort of posed in some lascivious way. This film is a bit like Food of the Gods type of thing. You know, remember Food of the Gods? Remember they're experimenting with animals in order to create some kind of food supplement of some kind. Well, here they're experimenting with mice to try to solve some kind of food problem for the population. And of course it backfires. You know, man should not monkey with nature. Now, if we haven't learned that by 1959, I guess we never will. And that's good because we can still make movies like this. I think you're going to have fun with this film. Killer Shrews. Roll 'em, Smokey.